Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you're watching to the Market Watch review. Asia-Pacific equities were affected by yesterday's losses in U.S. equity markets and the poor news from Micron, another chip manufacturer. The Stoxx 600 in Europe is stable, while the U.S. futures are slightly higher. Except for a few emerging market currencies like the Mexican peso or Hong Kong dollar, most trading pairs are trading at a lower level. Before the July CPI report, the U.S. dollar trades with a heavier bias. The $1,800 cap continues to be pushed back by gold. September WTI hovers around $90. Asian Pacific market. The well-telegraphed Japanese cabinet reshuffle did not focus on policy. The finance minister and chief secretary to the cabinet were kept in their positions. Reshuffle was a way to rebalance power and strengthen the government, whose support has been declining. The next focus in economic policy may be the drafting of a supplement budget. Today, the dollar hovers around JPY 135.00 in a narrow range of less than half a Japanese yen. Although it edged above yesterday's JPY 135.20 peak, it held slightly lower than Monday's JPY 135.60 high. Support for the Australian dollar was near $0.6945, but it has been stuck near $0.6975 in European morning. This week's hourly trendline is located here. Market of Europe. It is unlikely that the center-right wins the next month's Italian elections. The greater risk is for the center-right to secure a two-thirds majority in both chambers. This will allow for constitutional changes. Yesterday's poll shows that the center-right won 46% of the vote, 64% of the senators, and 61% of the deputies. Today's Euro First firm has held above $1.02 for the first time since August 1. It is still within the range of last Friday. The intraday momentum indicators have been stretched by the push to session highs in Europe, just above $1.21. There is a risk of a return to $1.2050 to $1.2060. BOE Governor Bailey warned the UK that it was in danger of a five-quarter recession. Truss quickly replied that her GBP 39 billion tax cuts could help to avoid that scenario. Swaps market participants are 85% positive of a 50 BP increase at the MPC meeting in September. Sterling is also in the same boat. It is also consolidating in the same range as before the weekend. Market of America. The Consumer Price Index report today is fascinating, but it could be exaggerated as it doesn't mean much. First, the strong employment data indicates a slowdown in the labor market. The Federal Reserve is looking for early signs of a slowdown in the labor market. Second, the financial environment has improved in recent years. The Federal Reserve defines a sustained move towards the 2% target as a nonstop movement. Yesterday, the U.S. dollar traded in the range of CAD 1.2845 to CAD 1.2900 and is still trading within that range today. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.